Hello and welcome to our video on the world reserve currency. In this video, we'll be exploring the history of the world reserve currency, the role of the US dollar, why countries hold reserve currencies, and the recent challenges to the US dollar's dominance by the Chinese yuan. Historically, different currencies have served as reserve currencies at different times, including the Dutch guilder, the French franc, and the British pound. These reserve status are very much linked to the strength and significance of the military and economy of a country at any given time in history. The US dollar became the world's reserve currency after World War II, when the US emerged as the dominant economic and military power in the world. The Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 established the US dollar as the international reserve currency, with other currencies pegged to the US dollar at a fixed exchange rate. The US agreed to redeem dollars for gold at a fixed rate of $35 per ounce. However, the Bretton Woods system began to unravel in the 1960s, as the US ran large trade deficits and printed more dollars to finance its military operations in Vietnam. Other countries began to redeem their dollars for gold, putting pressure on the US gold reserves. In 1971, US President Richard Nixon announced that the US would no longer redeem dollars for gold, effectively ending the Bretton Woods system. The US dollar has remained the world's reserve currency due to its stability, liquidity, and global trust. The US has the largest economy and financial market in the world, and the US dollar is the most widely used currency for international trade and investment. The US dollar is also used as a currency for oil trading, which has further solidified its dominance. As the world reserve currency, the US dollar has a significant influence on the global economy. This influence translates into political power, as the US can use its control over the reserve currency to shape global economic policies and exert influence over other countries. But perhaps the most important benefit is the ability for the US government to borrow money at lower interest rates, as there is always a high demand to trade and invest in US dollar-denominated assets. With the fiat money system, where the US dollar are created digitally into circulation, based simply on the trust of the Fed in the US economy. The Fed has added around $8 trillion from the 2008 hamburger economic crisis until the COVID crisis in 2022. This was from a baseline of $1 trillion before 2008. In most countries, this would easily cause a hyperinflation crisis. Countries hold reserve currencies for several reasons. First, it is used to facilitate international trade and investment. By holding reserve currencies, countries can conduct international transactions without having to exchange their local currency, which can be expensive and time-consuming. Second, holding reserve currencies can help stabilize a country's own currency in times of economic uncertainty. As of 2021, the US dollar accounted for around 59% of global foreign exchange reserves. The euro was the second most held currency, accounting for around 21%, and the Japanese yen was the third most held currency, accounting for around 6%. Other currencies held as reserve currencies include the British pound, Swiss franc, and Canadian dollar. In recent years, the Chinese yuan has emerged as a potential challenger to the US dollar's dominance. China is the world's second-largest economy and has been working to internationalize its currency, encouraging its use for international trade and investment. The yuan has been added to the IMF's basket of reserve currencies in 2016, indicating its growing importance in the international financial system. However, there are still challenges for the yuan, such as its lack of liquidity and convertibility compared to the US dollar. In conclusion, the world reserve currency plays a critical role in international trade and investment. The US dollar has been the dominant reserve currency since the end of World War II, but the rise of the Chinese yuan as a potential challenger indicates a potential shift in the future. The world reserve currency is an ever-evolving concept, and it will be interesting to see how it develops in the coming years. Thanks for watching.